Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks for watching. I have a day off, and I want to jump right into it. Everything you hear on TV, everything that the media is putting out, doesn't matter what channel, it doesn't matter what source, it doesn't matter if it's conservative, if it's liberal, if it's Republican or Democrat. I have no idea why they're all on the same channel. And what I mean by that is nobody's asking the right questions. Everybody is skipping away from what is really happening. What Congress, what the Senate and the House, government, local government, governors, mayors, they're all on this kick for white supremacy to come back. It doesn't matter where you live now. Everybody is pretty much on the same page of let's bring white supremacy back. And they're bringing it back with a vengeance. Mainly the Republicans. If you are a white political representative, wherever you're from, there's a good chance that you don't know how you are sympathetic to the white supremacist push, to the white supremacist pledge. They want that. I have no idea how they can't see that, but that's it. For example, nobody is really saying what's going on. Some people in the news, they'll touch on it just a little bit. Well, that sounds racist. Well, it appeared that it might be racist. No, it's racist. It's white supremacy, and it's coming back really bad. It's coming back quickly. Everybody is getting on the bandwagon. I have no idea why, but it's happening. Now, there's a couple things that I think a lot of people really need to start doing, which is really standing up for. I don't like calling it right or wrong, or I don't like calling it good or bad. But for example, you have the NRA, okay? A lot of the members of NRA, doesn't matter what color they are, a lot of them claim to be Christian. Couple questions I have. Well, I don't care if you have the weapons, the rifles, the automatic weapons, the cannons, the bazookas. Really, I don't care. Okay? But don't lie about it. Don't be a hypocrite of why you have them. You have them because they're neat. Ooh, they're so much fun to fire. Ooh, man, have you ever fired an automatic weapon? Ooh, have you ever thrown a grenade? All this other crap is what it is. Now, they're going to go ahead and they're going to stand behind their right to have it. No, it's not a right, nor is it a privilege. It's just an indulgence. Now, to these people that are Christians, they are the biggest hypocrites when it comes to the NRA. If you're a Christian and you're a member of the NRA, well, be honest about it. That's like being a Christian, but you want your daughter to be a porn star. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Well, okay, no, that's a lie. It does make sense. Because you want it all. You want it all. You want to be a Christian, and at the same time, you want to go ahead and say, rah, rah, wee, wee, yippee, yippee, that you can have a gun. Have it. But be honest about it. Just be honest about it. Because if you were a Christian, if you were a real Christian, you would say, I I don't need a gun because my faith in my God, because my God said he will protect me. And my God told me that it doesn't matter what happens, he's going to be beside me. But they'll sit there and tell you, oh, no. These are the members of the NRA, that they're sitting there. I don't care what kind of member it is. I don't care if they have a talk show, if they've written books, if they've had symposiums, whatever it is. They're all a bunch of bullshit liars. They are. The Bible says, put all your faith in him. Everything. You know, kind of like, and I know a lot of people have sat there and argued with me about this, you don't even have to pray. You don't even have to pray about anything. Because whatever you need, God will give it to you. The God you worship, he'll give it to you already. You already have it. Be happy. Be really happy with what you have. You don't need anything else. Oh, but yeah, okay. It's my right to have as many firearms as I legally can. Well, yeah, you can legally smoke dope. Okay, you can legally get marijuana. Well, if that's the case, I don't see those marijuana stores, being up in churches. No, that's pushing it. No, it's not. If it's legal and you're a Christian, and as long as it's illegal, it's okay. As long as it is legal, it is okay. You can drink all you freaking want because it's illegal. I have the legal right to do so. Yeah, well, just be honest. You're a hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. Most Christians are hypocrites. Now, most politicians claim to be Christians. Now, the Bible that you guys read, your God tells you to love everybody. Love everybody the way that I've loved you. Not love everybody the way that I love Jews. No, love everybody the way that I have loved you. So, would you ask a politically correct white supremacist Christian, when you ask him, hey man, are Baptists okay? Oh yeah. Are Protestants okay? Yes. Are Catholics okay? Yes. What about Muslims? Oh no, they need to go to hell. Oh, okay. All right. Is that where the United States is now? Is that how far we've come? Is this what we're supposed to do? Are we supposed to sit there and now have a civil war? Who are you going to fight against? Who are you going to start killing? They want a civil war to protect their firearms. Who are you idiots going to war against? You going to go to war against the military? Are you going to go to war against the cops? Who are you going to go to war against? So the liberals? Well, how do you know who's a liberal? Really, how do you know who's the left? How do you know who's a communist? How do you know? You just heard it? Is that what you're going to do? Start popping people off? Or if they look a different way, let's kill them. Let's just kill them. No. Well, first off, in my opinion, there's never going to be a civil war. There will never be a civil war. You will have people that do mass shootings and all this other stuff. They'll get their attention. They'll get their 2 minutes of fame. Everybody will see, oh my God, how horrible, how horrendous. But by God, don't you ever blame the NRA. We have nothing to do with it. Nothing. Oh no, it's just a wacko. Somehow he got the gun. No. Until people start standing up and demanding this of their elected politicians, it'll never happen. But this is what you need to do, okay? You need to publicly confront your elected politician, for example, and tell them this. Are you going to stand up and prevent underage female sex trafficking? Or are you going to support it by not doing anything about it? Oh, God forbid. Oh, what am I saying? How dare I say that? Well, because I'll tell you. You got this lady out there. She's starting to... She doesn't want to just fade away. She's like a... Kind of like a... I don't know. Ex-wannabe life politician. She goes by the name of Hillary Clinton. See, my thing is... Even back... Way back... When this guy, Bill Clinton, was running... for the governor's office, or whatever the hell office in his home state, of legalized rape, whatever state that was. I was just like, why would you want this guy to run government, to run the law, when he's a sexual predator, a rapist? Well, I was pretty much laughed at. I was scoffed in a way. Just kind of like, well, how could you do that? You really have no right to say that. Well, yeah, you're right. Because you guys don't want to hear it. The majority, men and women, of Americans, they don't want to go there. They don't want to admit that there is a sexual deviant problem in this country. And it's ruining a lot of people. Because most people turn away. They turn away. There was this politician somewhere from back east. He finally got on the podium of gun control. Because, this is sad. Because his daughter was scared because she was part of some mass shooting. I forget where. Really, I forget where. And he was like, oh my God, what if my daughter would have been killed? Well, yeah, guess what? Other fathers' daughters have been massacred by mass shooters, by drive-by shooters, by rapists. And who in the hell do you think you are that, since your daughter could have been in harm's way, now we got to get serious about this. We really have to get serious about this. All those other people, well, I believe the CIA and military, they have a terminology for that, for those kind of actions. It's called collateral damage. That's their excuse. Well, they really weren't important. They weren't important to us. Well, my daughter, since I was a governor or whatever that idiot was, oh yeah, my child was there, and she could have got shot, or she could have got blood splattered on her from some bystander. Well, I don't want my daughter to go through that, but it's okay for everybody else to go through it. It's all right. It's collateral damage. No big deal. They probably weren't going to vote for me anyway. Yeah, well, now, as far as what's going on in government now, especially at the White House level, it is all diversionary. Every single piece of it. Everything that's coming out on the news regarding the White House, regarding this person, regarding that person, regarding this situation, regarding Syria, regarding this and that. It's all diversion. That's all it is, okay? All politicians, okay? All politicians want money more than anything. They want money more than what's right for the American people, American citizens. That's what they want. They don't give a shit about what's going on with the NRA. They don't give a rat's ass who has what kind of firearms. They don't. They really don't. And they haven't, and they never will. All these politicians, even, oh my God, even the Democratic race, everybody's worried about health care for everybody. Health care for everybody. Break it down, my friend. It's health care for the rich, lower class. What am I saying? Well, most people that vote, okay, they live in a house that they've lived in for more than 10 years. It's a fact. Most people that vote, they've lived in a house that they've lived in for more than 10 years. And I'm going to tell you something. If you just, like most people, you have to jump from apartment to apartment because you can't make rent. Because you're really trying to pay your taxes, pay your bills, and you can't make it. Well, that's, I would say that's 80% of America. But this time around, God, I don't know how many times I've said this. You need to put yourself in a situation. You need to contact either the Republican Party or the Democrat. It doesn't matter what you're affiliated with. If you want your vote to count, you need to make sure it's going to count. Okay? All right. It's kind of like dating. Okay? You don't just go to a restaurant and you see a line of people and you walk up to those people and say, hey, are you here for a date? Oh, no. Go to the next person. Oh, are you here for a date? No. And go to the next one. Oh, are you here for a date? Well, yeah. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and sit down and we'll look at the menu and go from there. No, you have to set yourself up for that date. Okay, you have to talk to that person, make sure that person's available. Say, hey, and then get to the point where, ooh, I kind of like you. Oh yeah, I kind of like you too. Oh yeah, well maybe we should go to a restaurant, break some bread together. Have a meal. If need be, we'll call it a date. You set yourself up. You make sure that you're going to go to a date. You don't hope that somebody's going to be there you can date. Same thing with voting. Contact somebody to make sure your vote's going to count. Don't act like, oh, it's not going to count. It's really not going to count. Well, it is. It is. Just take your time and read the ballots. See what's on there. See what politician is in favor of getting rid of racism, white supremacy. And see what if that's your thing, see what politician, is in favor of racism. See what politician is in favor of human trafficking. See what politician isn't in favor of human trafficking. See what politician who wants to make rape just a no-win. You're going to general population in prison because there's no cure for sexual deviance. There isn't. There is no cure. No doctor, no psychiatrist, nobody who's continued being a rapist. You can castrate them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The rapist is here. That's where they're at. And the reason why there's so much rape is because they know they're going to be put, it's not solitary confinement, but they're not going to be put in general population. They're going to have whatever they want. They'll be fed with it. They're going to talk to some shrink. Oh, yeah, I feel great. I feel whatever when I'm raping little girls and I'm raping little boys. Yeah, that person, oh, yeah, I just feel, woo. Well, can't put them in general population because they're going to knock the fuck out of him every day. Because they're going to beat the shit out of him every single day until he decides to kill himself or be killed. But yet, why is it that our penal system caters to predators, to rapists? They cater to them. I'm not going to put him in general population because he'll get raped. Because he'll get treated like shit. Well, that's just the way it should be. It's just the way it should be. But who am I? I'm just a truck driver. I'm just an asshole. A lot of people call me Terrible Mike. That's what I do. I don't go with the flow. I don't go, I don't bend with the blow of the wind. Just like everybody else. Oh, no, you shouldn't be like that, Mike. You really shouldn't. Well, all right, okay, whatever. Yeah, but you know where I'm coming from. And you're not going to be really surprised, when I spit in your face, when you try to convince me that owning and what is it, AR-15? When you own something like that, and you claim you're using it for sport. What sport? It's not needed for any kind of protection, for anything. Especially if you're a Christian. If you're a Christian, you shouldn't have weapon one. You shouldn't. Show me in the Bible where it says, hey, yeah, you believe in me. You're allotted 5 guns. If you believe in me. If you believe in the Christian God. Oh, yeah, you're allowed to have 5 guns. As long as you say you're using it for protection. As long as you say that. Because sometimes, you're going to have to need it. Because law enforcement, they're going to have to stop at a donut shop on the way to the call. And they might just not make it in time. So you can go ahead and have some firearms and still claim yourself as a Christian. Even though it doesn't say that in the Bible. Whatever. You have to stand up. You have to. Is this corruption going to start or going to stop tomorrow? Mm-hmm. No. Is this corruption going to stop by the next election? No. No. It's not. When you have white politicians who don't have the balls to sit there and say, you know what? We got to stop racism. We have to. We have to make a hell of a push to stop it. And we really have to apologize for slavery because we still have that mentality. They still do. They still do. I hear it. I hear it when I go to some of these disposals. Oh, hey, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that stupid nigger. Yeah, well, guess what? That guy knows 4 languages. You can't even enunciate 6th grade English properly. Yeah, it's pathetic where we're at now. It is. It's shameful where we are at now. Hopefully we will mature. Hopefully. And it's not easy, folks. It isn't. I'm starting to give up coffee in the mornings. Oh my God. It's rough. It's a habit that I need to stop doing it. You have to start changing for the better. You have to start being a success to yourself. And like I've said many times, a successful person has nothing to do with money or monetary things. True success, okay? Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I'll say it again. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Has nothing to do with what's in your wallet. Has nothing to do with how much you're going to be able to con, how much money you're going to con out of that person who wants to buy that house, and that house is, for example, it's only worth $10,000, and you know what? I'll talk that guy into buying it for $25,000. That's not success. It isn't. Okay. In the world of salesmanship, yeah, you're considered a good salesman. Oh yeah. You know, if that's your thing, you know, lie about the money you can get. Lie about it. You know, centuries people have done that. Millennial people have done that. Do you have what it takes to stand up and be different, be counted, make a difference? You know, don't try to change the world, change yourself. You know, don't get so hung up on finding somebody who could change the world. No, change yourself and make sure that change sticks. You know, have that progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Simple. Okay? If you come from a family that's been abusive, well, and you know, read books, watch videos on how to let go of that and be a better person. You know, be the person you want to be. You can't do that. Just because your father said you're going to lose her, you ain't going to amount to nothing. It's not true. It's not true. Sometimes you've had that said to you for over 20 years. And it does set in. It does. Sometimes it seems difficult to let it go. But you can let it go. It's not going to be easy. It's a simple process, but it's not easy. Okay? You can change. And what is it? You can become a philanthropist if you earn enough money. Okay? You can become a civil rights leader. You know, you can do whatever you want, but you don't have to listen to this bullshit, you know, from white supremacists. Oh yeah, the NRA, oh, it's our right. Oh, it's our right. No. If it's, you know, if that's what you truly believe, then why are you a Christian? Why do you believe in the Christian philosophy? Because you're just totally, you know, discounting what you read. You read that there's this almighty God. He rose from the dead. What was it, 3-4 days, whatever it was? Did all these miracles. Ask yourself, what's a miracle? You ask yourself, what's a miracle? I'm not going to tell you. Okay? That's your God that you pray to. Whatever, worship, however you want to say it. But when it comes to the pleasures, sinful pleasures in your mind, oh, that's different. I want to have a gun just in case. Just in case God puts me in a situation where I have to shoot a man or woman or black person. He puts me in a situation. The Bible said for me to do it. No, you're just a hypocrite. You're just a hypocrite. That's all you are. Is a hypocrite. In my opinion, 99% of Christians in the United States are all hypocrites. All of them. They're all hypocrites. That's my opinion. Okay, do I have a poll? Do I have pollsters doing that? No. That's just my opinion. Second, somebody tells me, especially up here in North Dakota, that works out in the oil fields, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. Well, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit. You are full of shit. First chance you get, you see a girl at the checkout. Ooh-wee. Did you see her butt? Ooh-wee. Yeah, say that in church on your testimony Sunday morning. No. They're all hypocrites. Now, going back to what I was saying, we don't have to live like that. We don't. It's a simple process. We have to change. Is it easy? It's not easy, but it's doable. It is doable. For example, okay, if I was running for president, if I had, how can I put it? If I had the podium, if I had the microphone, and to say what it is, I would probably get the microphone just once, because it would be considered politically incorrect. Get rid of white supremacists. Get rid of white supremacy. Somebody says they're with the KKK. Hey, give them a chance. Okay, we're going to give you 72 hours to get the book out. You can go to any country in Europe that you want. You ain't going to stay here doing that crap. Bye. Now, the reason why I say this is all a fucking game. I heard there was this guy, he's got a conservative talk show, and he was talking about that idiot that was saying, that, yeah, the president did threatened Ukraine, and yeah, we did it. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, we did all this shit too. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did this, we did that. Well, get over it. We run the government. We'll do what we want to do. Yeah. Well, a lot of other people are like the sheep. Oh, they're looking at each other. Well, they said they get to do what they want to do. So I guess, yay, yeah. Oh yeah. As long as you don't change, as long as you don't change your thoughts on, let's get rid of all the dark people. Yeah, we don't care what you do. We can care less. We can care less if you have sex with your daughter. Oh, we can care less if you make a porno with your daughter. We can care less if you start shooting people in the street. As long as you tell us, we can go ahead and start getting rid of all the darkies. Light darkies, dark darkies, darkies that wear rags on the heads. As long as you tell us we can get rid of them, yeah, we'll support you. Well, you see, that's called white supremacy. That's what it's called. And the people at the White House, all of them, all the politicians up there, are supporting it. That's what they call human trafficking. They're supporting it. They're backing it up. They're finding out ways how to fund it, how to make it okay. I don't believe that guy Jeffrey Epstein's dead. I don't believe it. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but his life or death isn't my concern. What's my concern is that there's a whole bunch of people that believe that idiots, Trump's bullshit. Oh yeah, we parted ways a long time ago. Yeah, I didn't like what he was doing. Oh really? What was he doing? What was he doing that you didn't like? Say it. What was he doing? He wasn't giving you, first pick of all those luscious little girls that you wanted? Is that the deal? You weren't coming up with enough money that all these fucking billionaires around the world were? Is that the deal? No. If anybody believes that Donald Trump is not a pervert, oh wow, man, then you believe he's a god. Just like a lot of his base does. Honest. They believe he's a god. They believe he's chosen. Well, that's what they said about David Koresh. Yeah, he was chosen. He was perfect, just like Jesus. I didn't know Jesus wore glasses. Never knew that. Things can get better if we choose it. But if we choose it, you have to do something about it to make it better. And don't start following all these idiotic, get-rich-quick idiots. Don't buy their books. Don't listen to their tapes. Because this is a fact. Of all those fucking get-rich-quick sons of bitches, no matter who they are, they cannot prove this. They can't, because it never happened. They can't say, yeah, man, Joe Schmo, he read all my books, listened to all my tapes, did all my homework, and now he's a multi-billionaire from my teachings. No, it ain't gonna happen. It's not. Because they themselves are not multi-billionaires. They'll say they are. Oh yeah, sure they are. But everybody is kind of in a trance. Ooh, look at his suit. Ooh, wow. That suit must cost $5,000, whatever it is. Yeah, well, you know what? I went to a circus one time. They had a bunch of monkeys. And they had these monkeys wearing really nice suits. Nice ties. Yeah. The guy said that they were pretty expensive suits. And I said, yeah, but they're still monkeys. It's still a monkey in a nice suit. That's all it is. All these idiots. God, you have some of them that have been doing this, I don't know, 40, 50 years, whatever it is. And their tactics have changed through time. The bottom line is, they make their money by people buying their books, by people buying their tapes, by people spending thousands and thousands of dollars to go in for one seat to go to a seminar they're going to put on for what? I don't know, 3 days, 3, 4, 5 days, whatever it is. And they're only going to listen to them for a couple hours a day, 3, 4, I don't know, maybe 5 hours. And the rest of the time, that motivational speaker is in their private hotel room, getting pampered by whoever is going to pamper them, whatever. No. They will tell you how to get rich when they themselves, they have a lot of money. Yeah, I'll give them that. But they're not rich. They're not mega billionaires as they claim you could have. Most of the hedge fund owners or operators or whatever those clowns are called, yeah, look it up on a hedge fund. They're all con men. They're con men. Is that they will go to certain people who they know who are rich, who they know who are close to multi-billionaires, and they will con them. They'll say, yeah, I know how to read the stocks. Oh, yeah, I know which is going up, which is going down. And all they got to do is have about 10 customers or clients and charge each client $1 billion. Hey, well, that's how they become a billionaire. And people are stupid enough to do it. They are stupid enough to do it. I mean, look at Jeffrey Epstein. You know, he got people into money. And then people, you know, here's a good example. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein, a lot of people keep saying, I wonder how he made his money. How did Jeffrey Epstein make his money? Okay. If you need to know, if it's really, if you don't have a fucking clue, I'll tell you. He blackmailed every person that wanted to have sex with a 12 or 13-year-old girl. He blackmailed them, took pictures of them, recorded it. That's how he made the money. And then after he was done recording what these fucking perverts were doing, he's like, hey, if I got something to show you. So he shows them the films, pictures. Guess what? These rich people are paying Jeffrey Epstein millions upon millions upon millions to keep it on the down low. Oh yeah. That's how he made his money, you idiots. It's simple. It's the oldest trick in the book. Blackmail. Yeah. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. You know, if I'm the one that figured it out, just some half-wit, pissed-off truck driver. Wow. Doesn't take much, people. Those movies you see of like Superman or Batman or Spider-Man or what's it? The X-Men, they're just movies. That's all they are. It's just a fucking movie. That's all it is. Matrix, it's just a movie. I kind of like The Matrix. It's just a movie. But life is not a movie. It's real. Life is real. When you're sitting at the table and you got this lump in your throat and this pit in your stomach because your child looks at you and says, Daddy, I'm still hungry. And you want to bust out in tears because you did the best you could to physically, emotionally, and mentally provide. And you can't. You just can't. Now you could sit there and you could say, like a lot of these other white supremacists, well, the illegals took their jobs. No, they didn't. Because most illegals are either working at hotels, washing dishes, you know, even working at the fast food restaurants, even though half of them can't speak English. You know, no, they didn't steal any of your jobs. They didn't. All these people, all these business owners saying they're making it. No, they're not making it. They're not. Because the federal government level, these administrations like this, enough isn't enough. It isn't. The bottom line is, how much money are you going to give that dude in the White House? That's all he cares about. It's all those other politicians. That's all they care about. I mean, wake up. Even the ones that are running for president. Oh yeah, let's have health care for everybody. Let's have free education for everybody. No, it's not the fucking issue. It's not the issue that's going to make America better. That's not the issue that's going to get you better wages on your job. That isn't the issue. You know, right now, clean air? Excuse me, I can't eat. Doesn't really matter to me how clean the air is right now. If I can't feed my children, which a lot of you are saying, the fuck, people? Even a lot of liberals are hurting financially. Even a lot of liberals are going hungry. Just like Republicans. They're going hungry. Everybody's going hungry. And we need to cure it. We really seriously need to cure it. We really do. And it can be done. But it ain't gonna be easy. You have to learn how to change. You know, talk to your best partner about what you need to do to change, what changes you need to make in your life. And be open-minded, because you're not going to like what you're going to hear. Okay? All right, people. Be happy, okay? Don't be all doom and gloom. Okay? We can change it. We can. All right, man. See ya.